Come close. Closer. The rut sucks, but believe me, this too shall pass. Have you ever been in colossal, epic level crap before? Like your dog died, your girlfriend left you, you failed an exam, you had to flee a country because some dictator in Eastern Europe decides it's okay to blow up another country for no apparent reason. It sounds like a joke, but I've actually experienced all these shades of crap before. With crap happening in one's life, one is actually left with few options, but to actually fall into something called the rut, where all the good habits you try to build go off the rails and you are left with more crap. Like doom scrolling your days away, healthy eating in the wind when you have pizza ready to go. Social life practically falls to zero. But with all craps, there is always a tissue to wipe it off. Okay, that was a really weird analogy, but here are 7 quick ways to get out of a rut. I know this may sound counterintuitive to common advice you may hear, like, get off your ass, no pain, no gain, brother. Like my homie Shia LaBeouf would say, do it! Just do it! But in my experience, what I've noticed is that embracing the rut is actually the first step to actually getting out of it. Now, if you've ever experienced a war before, which I'm guessing 90% of you guys watching this video probably haven't, but you can relate because it's still crap and we all face crap. It's kind of like watching a huge chunk of your life go up in flames, and every single routine you spent years trying to build literally fizzles out in less than 24 hours, and you're practically left in limbo. Now, it's usually in that limbo that your mind is trying to make sense of the crap in reality. You could be failing your exam, your girlfriend leaving you because she thinks you are not romantic. It could also be waiting 2 whole years before you can watch the next season of One Punch Man. But embracing the rut is coming to that point of self-acceptance. It's saying, this crap happened to me. Either it's my fault or it's not, but it happened. But I still accept me for me, my flaws and strengths, the whole package. Okay. I know this may sound a bit woo-woo, but the moment you can accept the rut for what it really is, as crap that can and needs to be wiped off, the quicker you can actually move to the next stage. Okay, at this point, I feel like I've talked about crap a lot in this video. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step, young grasshopper. Okay, he didn't actually say that, but you get the point. Trying to get your mojo back all at once is honestly, it's probably not the best of ideas, and you could actually shove yourself into a much more deeper rut when you try to just boom, switch back on all at once. Like reading 3 hours every day, making sure everything you eat are home cooked meals, going to the gym at least 3 times a week like you used to. From my experience, it's almost like setting yourself up for failure. But focusing on one thing at a time, like just waking up at a particular time and sleeping at a particular time, can literally work wonders for you. Now, this is because your sleeping habits is actually what psychologists would call a keystone habit. Now, there are many other keystone habits, but this is just my example, because I've noticed that anytime I'm in my rut phase, my sleep is usually the first to go out of whack. And when that goes down, everything goes down. But a keystone habit is a habit that other habits build on top of. Now, if your sleep is out of whack, it's going to be a bit difficult. It's not really going to be a bit, it's going to be really difficult to actually do things in a regular way. Your studying will not be regular. Your eating may not be regular. Your exercising will not be regular because you wake up at irregular times. Honestly, finding your keystone habits and sticking to it, at least in that domino effect of good habits, will change your life. At this point, I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, which is BetterHead. BetterHead is an online therapy service that works to cater for your mental health needs. Okay, I'm actually joking at this point, but it just sounded like what a YouTuber would say, like around this point of a video. But that'll be crazy though, having a sponsor with just 400 subs. Now, this is a concept that I got from the book The Courage to Be Disliked, which I would 100% recommend. It can change your life. And it talks about the fact that life is like dancing. When you're focused on the next steps or on the steps you've done before, you're not really going to enjoy the dance, and it's going to be really awkward actually. And that's the same with life. When you're always focused on the past or you're always focused on what's going to happen in the future, you actually lose sight of what's going on in the now and the exciting opportunities that are right in front of you. Now, if I had focused on the fact that I had to flee the war in Ukraine, I honestly would have missed out on a lot of fun experiences that being in that position actually gave me. I met new friends, had great experiences, and actually had a lot of fun while I was enjoying the moment-to-moment experiences that life gave to me at each point in time, and actually saved myself a lot of depression if I had done otherwise. Now, a major thing that I actually learned from the book was that life is not really a function of what you have or what happens to you. Life is a function of what you're doing with what you have and what happens to you in the now. Are you going to make lemonade, or are you going to let lemon juice enter your eyes? I honestly feel that that's gonna hurt. There are two things the rat monster hates better than anything else, and that is sunlight and fresh air. Going out more has a way of shoving your head out of rut zone into reality zone. There is something that just watching other humans go about their day does to your psyche. Like, it kind of makes you realize that you are not the center of the universe. Life has been going on before you existed, and it will still go on long after you're gone. So why don't you live more? And also, let's not forget about the many health benefits of going outside. Like better sleep, vitamin D, improves immunity, helps your blood pressure, better brain function, increases physical activities, better sex, just kidding, boosts creativity, improves eyesight, reduces stress, improves social skills. Yeah, just go outside, guys. There's something I like to do. Anytime I find myself in a rut phase of my life, I tend to ask myself this question. If you keep going down this part of life, what happens next? And that, my dear friend, leads us to something called second order consequences. Now, what are second order consequences? Second order consequences are basically the ripple effects of your actions in the now. If you keep chugging down pizza every single day, this actually sounds like a prophecy, but you're gonna be in bad shape. Or constantly finding yourself doom scrolling, you're gonna lose brain cells, bruh. Single time. Oh my god. I can't believe I left this on. Yeah. But having a long, deep conversation with myself about the second order consequences and the result of those actions usually tends to get me out of a rut. And also when I remember the fact that I really don't want to end up like this guy. Okay, we'll get in there. Like a wise man once said, he who has a why can bear almost any how. Before you fell into that rut, there was a reason why you were doing the things you were doing in the first place. And usually we fall into ruts because we tend to lose sight of that reason. I'm going to give you a personal example. A few months ago, I was in the habit of posting consistently, but the more I posted, I wasn't really getting views. Expectations were not matching reality, and I plunged myself into a creative rut. Now, eventually, I asked myself this question: why did I start creating videos in the first place? And the answer was, I actually started creating videos because I wanted to help people. I wanted to share experiences and improve my skills as a communicator. And I lost sight of my reasons for starting, which led me to fall into the rut. Okay, I won't say I completely don't care about the subs or views, but right now it's not really of importance as actually making sure every video I make is valuable to someone in some degree. Okay, I feel like I'm in a therapy session right now. Open your windows, let light in, and let fresh air into your room. Like I said earlier, the rut monster loves nothing more than darkness and stale air. And also working on your digital environment, it would help you a lot. If keeping up with the Joneses is making you depressed and people you follow on Instagram are honestly killing your mental health, please guys, stop following them or just delete the app. We live in a time where our digital environment actually takes more precedence than our physical environment these days. We find out people actually spend more time online than they do in person, and that statistic is actually steadily on the increase as the year passes and we are entering the realms of artificial intelligence and virtual reality. One major way to actually help you in getting out of the rut quickly is setting up your environment to actually prevent you from getting into that rut in the first place. Young grasshopper, the wisdom nugget for the week. Okay, you're not a grasshopper, but you're actually my dear friend. And it goes like this: there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the sun. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot. Hopefully the uprooting part and the dying part is actually your rut and not something else. Yeah, I think you get what I mean. And guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos like this. And if you love this video, I think you're gonna like this video about creating habits that actually stick, guys. That actually stick. Who wouldn't want habits that stick? Okay guys, like always guys, remember to always keep it real. Bye guys.